Hello, hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to another stream. Like yesterday, today also we are going to play rapid games 10 plus 0. Yesterday was a bad day for us, we lost two games and won only one. But today we'll try to definitely reach 2200 rating. Right now my rating is 2072 and in this stream I'll try to reach 2200 rating. Just let's get started. For our first game, let's see who do we have. We have Andy Mercy. Okay. Oh, we have a system which is quite similar to Banco. Uh, this is a new opening I've never played. Most of the times we get to take this pawn. This is the first time someone has pushed this pawn. Um, I am really not sure how to develop this opening, but I'll try my best. I knew like he will be trying to push these pawns because I cannot push this pawn because of this bishop. But I want to. Can I just push this pawn right now? My idea in this game will be trying to break the center. I would like my rooks to be in the open side, and since he has not castled, I will try to take advantage of that. He should also like look for chances to develop his knight and then castle quickly. Maybe he will try to play e6 and then develop his knight from the e7 square, develop it through the f6 square, like remove the support of this bishop from this square. So he just don't want to give up this square. That's why he has developed using a bad square for the knight. So maybe the knight can jump here and go here. Should I block this move? He'll be castling soon, and I don't want them to castle. But have to. But he can also push this pawn and then bring his knight. Uh, I don't have any option, but I'll have to block this square. Yeah. Most likely he'll castle and then try to push this pawn, then move his knight here and bring it here. It will take at least 4 moves. Let's see. Not castling at all. Seriously. It was a tricky situation for me, but I think I came out of it unharmed. I think I can develop my rooks here. And no harm, but interesting choice of move because the knight gets a not very good square. So these two squares are considered very good for the knight because the knight is very actively placed here. But right now the pawn is hanging, and I don't see any immediate threat. Should I take it? The queen can. Yeah, the queen will jump here. Maybe he'll try to go there and or this is also a possible move. Okay, so this could be a possible sacrifice, but it doesn't work right now. And is there something that I'm missing? Sort of attack which could be there. Can he move his queen here? Even if I take, he will first take this pawn and then take back the knight. I'm not sure. Okay, he took the knight. Should I take it with the queen or with my pawn? Um, I didn't want to give this rook an open file, but taking with the pawn made more sense to me because otherwise this pawn here would be very weak. And now I have these connected pawns as well, so this seems like a good structure for me. Now this is really obvious move because this pawn is hanging right now. I'm thinking of placing my queen here and exchanging it. But then his rook will develop to this a3 square and put a lot of pressure on this pawn. I can also bring my rook back with an idea of placing it on g3 square. In that case, the pawn will be protected as well, but I would also like to put some pressure on this c5's pawn. So, or maybe I can just move my king to remove pin from this pawn. The reason why I went with my rook with this rook is because I see a technical move which could be a possibility. So for example, I get my rook here, and let's say he just moves his queen out of the way, then I can take this pawn from the bishop. If he cannot take with this pawn, because then this will be a mate. So after he takes with this pawn, I can take with the rook with an idea of checkmate. So this is a possible tactical move which I can develop, which is not possible right now because if I move my rook here, then he will simply take this rook. So I have to plan the setup. But yeah, this is a possible opening that I have. Oh fuck, I blundered. So my rook is hanging. So this was just a complete miss from me. If I take, he takes my rook, and then there is nothing. Ah, this is really bad feeling. That was a really bad blunder. Shouldn't I have to play this pawn, kicking this queen? Wasn't that a possibility there? Hmm. Again, he is trying to sacrifice another pawn, and again, I don't see the reason behind it. I can just take, and then take this pawn. He can develop. Don't get it. Or if I can just move my rook, taking this queen, then take the pawn. I don't have to take this rook, and he has very less time. So he is going to blunder. Time pressure. Okay, he is attacking my rook, and he is going to play his rook here, but I can simply take, yeah, and I really blundered there, and he really blundered there. He didn't have to move his bishop. Yeah, this was really unnecessary. He could have just taken this, and it was really just mate. If I go there, jack, go here, checkmate. If I go here, checkmate. It was really checkmate for me. Um, what I could have done here, in this position, I should have tried to stop him, stop this rook. Hmm. Nothing that I can do in this position. If I try to kick his queen away first, he can go to this right and put away, go to this way because he wants to make it this diagonal. Then if I move this would help me because this, nevertheless this rook will come. I can play this move just to exchange this. This could be a possible game for me. But yeah, a win is a win. We won the first game. Let's play the next one. We have Ernestling 4 and he is 21, 29. So let's play again e4, d4, c4. We have queens can be declined. And this is the Marshall or Tarash variation. I don't really remember the name. both pretty much blitzed out the position till here, and he is in a bad situation right now. This knight is under 4 attacks, so my 4 pieces are attacking this knight, and this is currently pinned. But there are still some chances of attacking here. But let's see, will he just give up his knight, or will he find some way to compensation? Some compensation. I should also look at the variation when he takes this knight. I take the queen, he takes the rook, because then I cannot take this knight because this check is here and then I'll lose my second rook as well. But in this position, what I can do is if he takes this knight, I take the queen, he takes my rook. I'll first give this check. If he moves, then fine, I can cancel. I can look at other moves. If he takes with the rook, then I can simply take. He will most probably go move his king here, then I'll have to think about my next move. Because again, I am in the threat of losing my second rook. The, yeah, as I thought, he okay. He went for a different variation. He is trying to take a rook and a piece for the queen. Not the worst position so he can get in, not the best either. But yeah, it's a position. He cannot castle right now. I'll take this one. Okay, he got all the compensations required. Let's see what can I do in this situation. This is clearly not. I'm not clearly winning this position. There's still fight left for him, but I'll have to play nicely because it's never easy to play against the queen. The, oh my god, can he push his pieces all the way? Uh, it could be a possibility. This is a possibility. I have to be careful about it. Isn't this a blunder? He just blundered it. He lost his rook. Oh my god. Or is it just a rook or it's a mate? Yeah, it's a mate. He just blundered it here. He was in a good situation at that moment. But yeah, in this position, what I thought would be done is this, and then he can probably play it the bishop rook. bishop here and try to put pressure. Yeah, but what what else can I do here? I have to put check. I can give this check. He moves. I bring my rook back to defend this square with my queen as well. Um, right now I also have this threat of e8, kicking this rook up, which I should be interested in. He can, he has to go here, try to, but not working because if he moves then this, he cannot block because my rook is there. He has to go somewhere there, then I take with a check, he takes and then I take and this piece will be mine. So yeah, I shouldn't be bad in this position. Should I check what the engine has to say? Um, yeah, in this position, yeah, the engine shows that I am still better, 1.8. Yeah, this is the way to go. This is correct. Rook A1 is also correct. Yeah, now this is 2.7, so I am clearly winning. Yep, his engine is still analyzing and giving me the better position. So yeah, 2-on-2. Let's go to the next game. I'm still 2089. At this rate, I want to be able to reach 2200 in this video because it will require me at least another 11 games. So we have French defense exchange variation here. I think the first time on this stream playing this opening. I don't know why I played this one. This is really a bad move. This pawn is really not hanging because if I take, he will move his knight here. And my queen is pretty much trapped. It's not just bishop. Yeah, he'll just defend this pawn and I'll have to move my queen. Yeah, a bad move. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see. This is not the way to play here. I can attack this knight and I should attack this knight. How should I attack this knight? Dun, dun, dun. I can go here. He can defend using this pawn or this pawn. He has to defend his rook as well. So but yeah, I think yeah. He will take this obviously. And he just lost a pawn. Like this was seriously not required. Definitely this was a mistake. And scared. I'll move. Now what? Okay, okay. Can I just pin him? I can. Should I take this bishop? I should. Yep. He is just. His king has to come to this e3 square. Yeah. Let me bring his king forward and put it in the view of a discovered attack. Yep, this is the way to go. This knight is not really hanging because of this discovered check. He should move his king. Not in this position. He can move his king here, but I think I have this threat. And then I take. He moves his king. I move. Oh my god, another sacrifice or a blunder. Who knows? I think it's a blunder. He thinks it's a sacrifice. And just a different perspective actually. Like seriously, you can do it. What did you get from here, this position? He'll take. Oh, he didn't. Fine. Should I just get my king back to 50? Yeah, I think I can. Dude, what are you trying to do, man? What the hell are you trying here? Okay, let me give it a thought of this move. I can give this check, he takes. I give this check, he can go there. Check this check, he can go here. I give this check, he can push his pawn forward. I give this check, he cannot go there, he has to go there. And it's discovered check. I can take this queen. Okay, now check this check. He can go there. Again check, and this is the same variation. I think it's worth playing. Do you guys understand what I am thinking about? So I am thinking I play check. He can take this bishop. When he takes, I'll give this check. Oh, anyway, the queen will be hanging, no? If he goes to this position, I'll give this check. Goes to this position, this check. Yeah, it's clearly winning. I don't want to pre-move, but okay. I thought he'll just take this knight because that was the best move. Now I cannot give this check because his knight is here. I can give this check. Or I can give this check as well. I can directly give this check, no? Because the queen is hanging. And this rook is blocking off this file. So he cannot move his king to these three squares. So Is there any meeting pattern? I don't see it, so I'll just take the screen for free and we'll continue to take the second rook for free. Yep, now you resign. So 3 on 3. So good. So far. Okay. Now to understand completely the whole variation. He takes, I give check. He went there. So obviously this knight I am just winning the queen. But what he could have done is go here when I give this check. Now he goes to this square because I don't have this discovered check. What I want is for his king to come on this file so that I can give a discovered check with my rook and take this queen. Okay. Now with this check, sorry, with this position, I have to think about how I can kick his king away. So there are few checks which I can see. One is this knight, then the king will go here and he'll just escape. So this move is not now. I can give this check, then the king will again come back. Then I can give this check. The king will not go. Sorry, the king will not go here because of the discovered chair. The queen can come. So yeah, here the best move is to play this queen here. Again, the king cannot go on e3 because of knight f5, knight c5 check. So the king will come to f4 again. Now I don't want to get in this repetition part, so it's not an option. What I am thinking right now is to give a check using g5. The king can again not go there because of this check. The king will come back to e5. Yep, g5 is the move. The king goes to f5. I give this f g4 check. The only move for this king is to go there, and then this is mate. Wonderful mate at the center of the board. The king has no move to play. Nothing can be done. Yep. Let's play our fourth match of the game. Oh my god, this is a new game, Kwan Birch 2076, and I'm 2097. So I'll soon be in the 2100 for rapids as well. Let's see, do we have a Nimzo or a decline? Or Benoni? Yeah, Benoni. This is modern Benoni. He takes takes and then d6 will be played here. Otherwise, I'll push my pawns. Yeah, this is to defend the center. Now there are two variations. One is to move g7, bring your bishop to g7, and the other one is to play bishop to e7. Also, you need to keep in mind that you don't want to allow a6 and b5 because then the queen side will be quite strong. So we have to keep in mind for playing a4. For now, it's just normal development. The knight to a6. He wants to come to e4. I don't want to give away this bishop because it is a strong bishop. And I'll be eyeing f4 e5. to put more pressure on the center. So yeah, you just have to make sure that fuck, I missed it. This this is something that you shouldn't allow. But now that it has happened, there's nothing that we can do. I'll simply keep developing my king side. And yeah, not the most ideal position you would like your knight to be in. Knight back to its opening square. This was a mistake from my part. I don't think the white position is that bad at the moment. If we iron this b5 square, because I don't want to change my queens, or he could be eyeing the a4. I have to be a little careful. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. They check this. Yeah, not really reset, not really doing anything. It's just he might put his knight here. Takes. Yeah, I can take, then pawn take. It's not um, useful either. Push. Also, keep in mind that this pawn is pinned right now. Okay, he is eyeing this move. Takes bishop rook. I can take this pawn. No? This is a mistake, son. I messed up the game. Can I take this? My other rook is also hanging. He will take with the queen, then I'll have to exchange it because taking with the knight is not an option here. But yeah, taking with the queen is. I am a whole rook down for just one pawn. We are going to have our first loss today. Uh, our first loss of the day. Can I do anything here? Yep, just nothing that I can do. I really messed up there. Spin and all. This is the position where I did mess up. I should have moved my king away. Yeah, then I was winning because this pawn is still hanging. I can push this pawn as well, but taking this knight was clearly the mistake. Taking this pawn was clearly the because yes, nothing I can do. This is going to be the last game. We have Tang, Pawn, Kang, Fan, and we have another French defense. We have the advanced variation of French defense. I really like playing against the advanced variation because this creates a closed game, and in a closed game there are a lot of chances of tactical moves. So I like playing closed positions. Okay, this is a critical position. Can I take this? Then he goes here. In this position, takes king here, and if he goes there, then there he will go this position. Should be able this will then end in a draw. So what I want here is, can I move? This is going to be a draw. Finally broke through. I don't know if I don't think that I played the end game accurately. It was a draw, I believe, but then here he did something did happen in his position. Like, yeah, the engine says that it's completely draw that draw, but then something did happen. Where did he mess up? The engine is still saying that it's completely draw, but then oh, this was the losing move, and I picked it up. But what have done? Oh, I think he can play this move. Yes, because I have no choice but to defend it. Then he will keep giving me these checks, and I cannot do anything. So yeah, this was the position where he messed up, and I won. It was a brilliant game, but yeah, it was good. So today we played five games and I won 4 out of those 5. My current rating is 2098. I couldn't reach the point of 2200, but yeah, I even didn't. I just touched 2100. So yeah, we are on the road to 2500 and rapid. Um, we'll keep playing. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for watching the video till the end. See you around.